Attorney Jonathan Elson, reminding you that if you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important to have somebody on your side. When you need a lawyer,
then you need Nelson.
On Thursday night, President Joe Biden gave what could be his last State of the Union address should he fail to be re-elected this November. He started off by saying the times we live in are unprecedented, where both freedom and democracy are under assault both in the states and overseas. He began with the Russia-Ukraine war and talked about providing weapons to Ukraine, believing that Putin won't stop at just Ukraine.
I say this to Congress, we have to stand up to Putin. Send me a bipartisan national security bill. History is literally watching. History is watching. If the United States walks away, it will put Ukraine at risk. Europe is at risk. The free world will be at risk, emboldening others to do what they wish to do us harm.
He stated he was determined as well to keep American soldiers out of the war in Ukraine and Russia. After touching on the subject of Russia and Ukraine, Biden began targeting what occurred on January 6th of 2023 when the Capitol building was stormed. During the speech, Joe Biden stated that Trump and some of those present at the speech wanted to bury the truth about the January 6th incident.
We all saw with our own eyes the insurrectionists were not patriots. They'd come to stop the peaceful transfer of power, to overturn the will of the people. January 6th lies about the 2020 election and the plots to steal the election posed a gravest threat to U.S. democracy. We must be honest. The threat to democracy must be defended. My predecessor and some of you here seek to bury the truth about January 6th. I will not do that. This is the moment to speak the truth and to bury the lies. Here's the simple truth. You can't love your country only when you win.
He then moved on to reproductive rights, talking about the overturning of Roe v. Wade and the current subject of banning IVF, which is a reproductive assistance treatment.
Those bragging about overturning Roe v. Wade have no clue about the power of women. But they found out when reproductive freedom was on the ballot. We won in 2022 and 2020, and we'll win again in 2024.
He additionally vowed to restore Roe v. Wade. When speaking about the COVID pandemic of 2020, he claimed that Trump failed to care during the incident. A heckler in the crowd yelled lies.
A president, my predecessor, failed the most basic presidential duty that he owes to American people, the duty to care. I think that's unforgivable.
Biden then moved on to the ongoing border situation, which drew ire from the Republicans attending the speech.
In November, my team began serious negotiation with a bipartisan group of senators. The result was a bipartisan bill with the toughest set of border security reforms we've ever seen. Oh, you don't think so? Oh, you don't like that bill, huh? That conservatives got together and said it was a good bill? I'll be darned. That's amazing. That bipartisan bill would hire 1,500 more security agents and officers, 100 more immigration judges to help tackle the backload of 2 million cases, 4,300 more asylum officers, and new policies so they can resolve cases in 6 months instead of 6 years now.
Finally, Biden spoke on the Israel-Hamas war, stating that the U.S. will build a port in Gaza in order to make providing aid easier.
I'm directing the U.S. military to lead an emergency mission to establish a temporary pier in the Mediterranean on the coast of Gaza. No U.S. boots will be on the ground. A temporary pier will enable a massive increase in the amount of humanitarian assistance getting into Gaza every day.